real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
Time is very much on our side now.
Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren are eventually shown together in Ahsoka Episode 7. Sabine had to reassess her role as Ahsoka's Padawan when Ahsoka was thrown into the water by Balin's Skull when they last parted ways on Cetos. Sabine decides to follow Skull even though Ahsoka begs her to destroy the star chart, and she eventually finds her long-lost buddy Ezra Bridger again. Since the start of the program, Ahsoka has been hinting to Sabine's Force connection. However, Episode 7 establishes that she actually does have a link to both Ahsoka and the Force. Thrawn ambushes Ahsoka and Huyang after they follow the pathway to Peridea via Purrgil, which he deviously set up beforehand. After being forced to escape, Ahsoka momentarily hides amid the skeletal remains of old Purrgil in the Ring of Peridea. Ahsoka approaches the task of locating Sabine quite differently than Huyang, who makes fruitless attempts to detect Sabine's signal on the planet below. Ahsoka tries to reach Sabine with the Force from the planet's atmosphere by using her connection to her. In Star Wars, Sabine Wren initially demonstrates her potential as a Jedi when she momentarily senses Ahsoka's summons through the Force and responds to it. Like in The Empire Strikes Back, when Leia hears Luke calling to her on Bespin, Sabine recognizes Ahsoka's link and returns the call. As Master and Padawan, Sabine and Ahsoka have not been on good terms with each other up until now. Even Huyang questions if it is feasible to find Sabine via the Force when Ahsoka initially recommends doing so, posing the question, "Are you sure your connection is strong enough?" However, Ahsoka Episode 7 shows how Sabine and Ahsoka have finally become friends. Jedi Knight Canon Jarrus once called Sabine blocked to the Force in Star Wars Rebels. He thought she might be successful with the Darksaber, but that her background prevented her from realizing her full potential. She may have changed now that she's hit a low place following her friendship with Balin's Skull and her handing him the map. In the same way that Ahsoka underwent a metamorphosis in the world between worlds, Sabine could have learned to embrace her Jedi powers. Sabine tells Ezra that her feelings for Ahsoka seem familiar when she talks about them. This could indicate that she is accustomed to Ahsoka being her master, but it might also indicate that she has previously had a comparable sense of connection to the Force. If this is the case, it supports Kanan's theory that Sabine has always had the Force inside her, but has up until now kept it hidden. Now, Ezra Bridger not only tells Sabine to retain his old lightsaber, but Ahsoka also believes in her. Ahsoka Episode 7 presents Sabine as a future Jedi in the making with her first real use of the Force.